Hello, my friends, my followers, and those who are my truth-sayers with me. This is Tymon, my name in Polish, with Truth Talk with Tymon. My name is Timothy Grofsky, and I'd like to do these Truth Talk videos from time to time. Of course, my Polish name is Tymon, and my feminine name is Tiger. The camera went out the first time. I ran out of battery, so I'm restarting the video. Oh my God, I just hoping it's going to be one of those days, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all I wanted to do is just get to a video. This is a three-parter. First part, right now, the opening of the video. Memorial Day yesterday. People don't know the meaning of Memorial Day. It's really a day of remembrance, a day of reflecting on those who served in your family that passed. Or I also reflect on my family members that passed on Memorial Day too. I also reflect on those who I served with in the military that passed. So, as you know, I served 26 total years. That's what Memorial Day is about. Yesterday, though, of course, we did have a grill out at the end, after we reflected on the fellow veterans. Now, the thing is, out here in New Mexico, sadly, there's no place. Again, we're not gonna fly all the way home on Memorial Days just to see the grave, sadly. Because back home at the Rock Island Arsenal, we would go on Memorial Day and we would go see all the graves and remember those who passed. That's in my family, and always go to my son's grave. We sure miss Ken though. You know, he was a great kid. He's the one that's behind you, and we sure miss him, you know. So a moment of silence for those who passed. Now the other thing, I'd like to give some shout out in heaven to some of my family members and some who were in the military that passed. So let's go with the oldest one that's at the Rock Island Arsenal. Actually, I'm going to start with my son first, of course. Kenneth John Krofsky. Rest in peace, buddy. I know you're looking down upon us, okay? Alright? My great-grandmother, Emma Brown, was the wife of SB4 Brown, U.S. Army, World War I. Okay? My grandfather, CM3, Francis W. Inch, Sr., Sr., World War II. Because my grandmother also was also married with him at the Rock Island Arsenal. My Uncle Ray, who's actually in Hawaii, married, he served in Korea. He was in the Navy, Boatswainsmate, Master Chief, U.S. Navy. And my cousin, Steve Carlson, Sergeant, Vietnam. My sensei, Jess Mills, Sergeant, Vietnam. And the Kodakowski family came in and immigrated here with us. And not to forget my wife's mother and my wife's father. My wife's father was in the U.S. Army. So that's what Memorial Day is, Day of Remembrance. And then we did have a barbecue at the end. After we talked about our family, the service that they served, and remembered those, then we had our barbecue. Made out of steaks, brats, baked beans, potato salad, and corn on the cob. It was a nice meal. And that was Memorial Day, yesterday. Okay. To the actual subject. Hopefully the camera will stay on. Alright. As for the subject, the introduction's going on. Okay, that went on. Okay, now here we go. It was going to be GOP, what happens, but I'm kind of changing that, because what did happen to GOP? GOP is completely out there, like Pluto, the distant wonder, was not even on a planet anymore, according to them, but they're out there like Pluto. The GOP is just out there. But they've lost their minds. They're going to support somebody like Trump, right? Here we go. I'm going to talk about this, and the reason why I'm bringing this up because I was just talking about Memorial Day, okay? Here we go. What veteran that's out there remembers this? I do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bear true faith and allegiance to the same, etc. So help me God. Okay? That's part of the oath that we take. Sorry. It's part of the oath that we take when they go into the military service. Same oath that the president has to take when they take an office job. Same oath that service members take. Same oath that officers take. But theirs has a little thing added, like the government, like the president has a, and to hold this office, which I'm about to commence without any reservation and all that type of stuff, because of officers of the United States, and the president also has that. But he is pretty much the head officer. He is the head of the military. You know, he's the commander in chief. So, if you remember this, my fellow veterans, that we have to protect our country against enemies, foreign and domestic. And the domestic enemy of the United States is Donald J. Trump. Okay? When he was in the White House the first time, he put our country in danger. Namely, the love letters to Kim Jong-un. He was Putin's puppet. He took away part of the Aerial Surveillance Act. Okay? He incompetently acted with the COVID crisis. Well, drink bleach, whatever. Oh, is this going to disappear? It's going to just go away, right? Incompetently acted. When 1 million Americans died. 1 million died. COVID. He stole classified documents. He was a master of arms in the U.S. Navy. If I would have just taken one document, oh my God, it would have been over for me, right? Then he hid those documents, so-called hid them. My life, there were an open place, bathrooms, bedroom, the stage. What the heck, man? He tried to steal the 2020 election. Asking for 11,780 votes. Georgia. He started the insurrection on our capital, January 6th. He was found liable for sexual assault. He had to pay a $91 million fine. He was found liable for business and tax fraud. He called us veterans, suckers, and losers. He said immigrants are poisoning the blood of this nation. He wants to enact now a third right. And he says, oh, I only want to be a dictator for one day. Well, there is no such thing as being a dictator as one day. As a veteran myself, and I'm a combat veteran. I served in combat in Iraq, all right? And I took the oath to defend the Constitution. I cannot in good conscience support Trump and the MAGA. I can't in good conscience support him. He should be held liable for his actions. He should be held accountable. And the slow-moving justice system is going to hold him accountable. But then you got those corrupt judges, like Eileen Cannon, who's on his side. got the corrupt Supreme Court. Very corrupt Supreme Court. Who's on Trump's side. Why would you be on the side of somebody that's as dangerous as Trump? I will always support and defend the Constitution. Got to have a proper Constitution of the United States. Right? So, therefore, my vote, of course, is Biden-Harris 2024. Let me continue. The choice is clear, my friends. The choice is clear. Because if this is your GOP, I don't want nothing to do with your GOP. Because your GOP has lost their mind. They're out to that Pluto. The choice is clear. Biden. Biden enacted the PACT Act to help us veterans. The American Rescue Plan. Bailed us out, got us going again after COVID. Lowered prescription drug costs. Acted the CHIPS and Science Act. The Inflation Reduction Plan. The payback, I forgot what that was. It has to do with low-income housing. Okay? The Public Service Loan Forgiveness Act. And trying to lower college and all that. Okay? Trying to do the loan forgivenesses. Okay? It enacted the White House Office of Gun Violence and Reform. Alright? Of gun violence prevention and reform. Sorry. Enacted a new Police Reform Act. Banning chokeholds for one. Better training for police officers. When in response to a person that has mental disabilities, then the police are supposed to respond to somebody that's trained in those type of situations. Okay? Better police reform. It's not defunding the police like the GOP wants you to believe, but it's better police reform. Right? He enacted the biggest infrastructure bill since Eisenhower. He enacted the biggest climate change bill in history. And he enacted more social programs since FDR. P.S. And, I typed all this last night, and the bipartisan, written by one of the GOP who championed it, was the border reform bill, okay? And had every single thing the GOP wanted in it. But since Trump didn't want the bill, because he wants chaos at the border, he actually said this, he wants drugs to come in to make Biden look bad. So instead of fixing the problem, because you know Trump is an evil, corrupt piece of garbage anyway, the GOP didn't even vote on it at the House. Because that's how corrupt your GOP is. So the choice is clear. Biden, Harris, 2024. Let's keep America going forward, because I, as a veteran, in good conscience, cannot support somebody like Trump, who is a danger to this country. He needs to be in prison. That's what Trump wants. I gotta get up, get some water, and take a breather for the last part. All right. I'm back. Now it's time to educate you guys. Because I don't know if that works to convince these diehard MAGA that wants to believe every single Trump lie, wants to believe the elections were stolen and all this garbage. But I stated all the facts about Trump and all the facts about what Biden has been doing for America. He's done a lot of programs. Okay? But now let's continue to educate for all the not so bright people out there that think that does not think that this country is a democracy. This country is a democracy. Oh yeah, but we are the Republic of the United States, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we are. Okay? Basically, right now, there's other types, but basically, mainly there are two types of state. Republics and monarchs. Alright? That's how most countries were founded. As republics or monarchs. Okay? Monarchies. Now, our republic is kind of like the republic in Germany, because we are a constitutional republic. States that have constitutions. Okay? I use Germany as an example. Alright? And we have to follow our Constitution. Our laws are based on our Constitution. And that's when we say the present relations, that's what they mean by to the republic for which this state, this country stands. Okay? That's the republic part. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that. Right? Because I'm going to go into more detail about the types of government. Well, I'm going to mention what we are first. Democracy. Because there's types of government. Let me just put the list and I'll tell you about them, okay? Types of governments are democracies, authoritarian, socialist, communist, military dictatorships, oh man. Another word I can't say and I don't like it when I can write down the words. Totalitarian, and then of course monarchy, which is not just a type of state, but it's also a type of government. Now, republic is not a type of government. It's not even on the list. You can look up Google, you can search the internet, look for different types of government. There's even more than this, but this is just the ones I'm talking about. But there's types of government, then there's two main types of states. Okay? Okay. Democracy. Damn right what democracy. It could be both. If you vote for things, then you're a democracy. Alright? We have to vote to elect our president. We have to vote to elect our representatives. Which half these representatives, I don't know what the heck type of stuff these people were on when they voted them in, like MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bobart, Gates and others who are, I don't know, they're out there, okay? But we had to vote to elect our representatives, alright? And that's what a democracy is, when you have to vote to elect a people. Of course, Trump wants to take away that power to vote because he wants to make this place an authoritarian dictatorship. He wants to be dictator number one. He wants to be the authoritarian and have total control of this country. We can't let that happen. Alright? Well, there's two types of There's two types of democracies. Got a representative democracy like we have, excuse me, which you vote for the representatives, and the representatives are supposed to act on your behalf. All right? And then they have a peer democracy where you vote for everything. We're not a peer democracy. Well, representative democracy is what we are. All right? So yes, the United States is a democracy. Well, republic, that's our type of state. And we have democracy, that's our type of government. Are you guys being educated yet? The other one I just mentioned, authoritarian. Government has total control. And that's what Trump wants. Now, socialism, like the old Soviet Union was. Now, is the concept of socialism bad? No. But pure socialism is bad. Okay? Socialism, the government owns production of goods and services, right? However, the government also tries to make things equally spread to people like Bernie Sanders tries to do, okay? He's a socialist Democrat, or a democratic socialist, right? The government enacts programs that help people. Like we have democracy, but we have some socialism programs in our country. We have Social Security. We have a police force, which is actually a socialism program, believe it or not. Fire force. Mind blank. School lunch programs. food stamp programs, housing programs to help the poor, and the need. Those are socialism programs. So socialism those type of socialism programs are not bad. When you combine it with a democracy, like Bernie Sanders does, like the democratic socialist, that's good. But when you go to pure socialism, then the government's, takes total control of all your goods and all your services, and then that government becomes corrupt, like the Nazi powers did during World War II. All right, that are like, okay, the Jews have too much. Now we're going to take away. We're going to take away from all these people. They're the problem with this country. They're the problem with everything, okay? Then that's where it goes really, really bad. You know what happened to the Jews. Put in these concentration camps and all this type of stuff. Just to name some examples. All right? So, countries fall. That's why you have to have a balance of power. You can take some good things out of some of these types of government and combine them like we do in the United States. We combine socialism and democracy in the United States. Is what we do. You don't realize that. That's actually what we do in this country. All right? Like I said, when the government wants to take control, take all the goods and services for themselves and distribute it, and use it for propaganda and bad purposes, boom, and they fall. So, yeah. And then they got communism. It is a stateless and egalitarian society. That's basically what it is. An egalitarian, stateless society. When Russia was USSR, yeah. And they were now the socialist government. And then later they became a communist government. Became stateless. And now they're more like a dictator, authoritarian dictator government. You can see the changes that happen, right? And look how evil Putin is. And Trump follows after Putin. Look how evil Kim Jong-un is. Trump follows after him. What they actually get to him next, a military dictatorship. That's Kim Jong-un's country. Military dictatorship. The state is controlled by the military power. The state is controlled by the military powers, and that's what North Korea is. The military dictatorship. We don't want our country to go like that. What's wrong with having a democratic society with the mix of socialism? Nothing. The other one that I have trouble saying, copy. Sorry. There are some words I do have some trouble trying to pronounce. So, and even Biden and I do have some trouble pronouncing certain words. Obligar, Phy, obligatory, obligatory, obligatory. An obligatory is a government controlled by a small group of the wealthy. Now the U.S. could become like that because, in a way, in some ways, like Amazon, you know, the online shopping, the gas and oil, and things like that are controlled by the 1%. They're controlled by the powerful, all right, the rich and the powerful. Elon Musk, Bezos, all those people, the Walton family, they control our goods and our services. So what do we have a mix of? Now we have a mix of that in our country too. And that's a bad thing in our country. And that's what Biden's trying to get rid of. You know, that was one of the other acts that he started was getting rid of the junk fees on our credit card bills and things like that to help Shrinkflation Act, right? And because the rich and powerful control our goods. They control our oil prices. People are up in arms. Oh, the prices are gas prices. Well, Biden doesn't control the gas prices. It's the billionaires. It's the oil companies. They're monopolies. They're monopolies. Are you guys getting educated yet? It's the monopolies. So would we want our country to become completely like that? It's already bad enough with the monopolies we have, with some of our goods and services, with like sodas, with gas prices, with online shopping. It's all controlled by these billionaires. The prices are all controlled by these billionaires. And they don't pay taxes. And that's the other thing. They have to pay their fair share. They can use it for roads, and bridges, and for infrastructure. That's what FDR did. He made the billionaires pay their fair share. Totalitarianism. Okay. Totalitarianism. It's the complete control of the government of public and private life and suppression, and they suppress the opposition and challengers. So that's just as bad as authoritarianism. I mean, they're almost the same. Of course, a monarch is a government ruled by a king or a queen, like England. However, England is no longer a true monarch. It's actually the parliament that has most of the power. Right? They're not really a true monarch. And things do get voted on in England. Right? So they're no longer a true monarch. Well, anyway, that's our types of governments. And that's our types of state. Right, so we are the constitutional republic of the United States of America. with a democratic government mixed with a little bit of socialism. And of course, oligarchy with the billionaires that control the prices of our goods and services, of our oil and gas, foods, all of this type of stuff. Price gouging. Hope you guys learned something. I mean, I wrote it all down in a notebook to try to make it more smooth, but that way I wouldn't miss anything. Because I like to write my notes in my notebooks. But that's my video for today. Hope you learned something from those 3 parts. Some little history of Memorial Day. Some moment of silence. To what the choice is clear is for Biden. What happened to the GOP? Well, down and out there they went like Pluto. And of course, the types of state and the types of governments. I'm here to educate you guys. That's why this is called Too Talk with Tymon. This ain't called BS with Tymon. This is called Too Talk with Tymon. If you guys want to hit BS, get on True Social. Get on X, Twitter. Much did again, all this garbage. Get on Newsmax, Fox. If you guys want to hit BS, get on that. If you guys want to hear some truth, get on here. Or get on MSNBC. Those are the things you're going to find some truth at. There's some other channels like Tymon Daily and some channels like that you're going to hear the truth on Tennessee Brandon. Those are the ones you're going to hear truth. Thank you. Take care. God bless.
Thank you.